notes, Gantt charts, spreadsheets. No matter your planning tool, if you're not thinking about how your tasks connect, you're missing a key step. In this video, I'm sharing how dependency mapping can give your project plan a whole new level of clarity. Welcome back to the channel. And if you're new here, I'm Dr. Katie Linder, a certified project manager, change manager, and coach who works full-time leading and supporting teams in higher education. On this channel, I offer real-world examples of how project management translates into the higher ed environment. If you're looking for ways to use project management tools and skills, both professionally and personally, to bring more ease to your work and life, you're in the right place. Dependency mapping is a core project planning practice that helps you understand how tasks relate to each other and in what order they need to be completed. A dependency exists when one task can't start or finish until another task is started or completed. There are 4 common types of task dependencies. Finish to start. This is when task B can't start until task A is finished. This is the most common one. Start to start. This is when tasks A and B must start at the same time. Finish to finish. This is when tasks must be completed together. And start to finish. This one is more rare and is when task A must start before task B finishes. Let's look at these with an example of cooking a meal. With finish to start, you can't start plating the food, task B, until cooking is finished, task A. This is the classic sequence. First you cook, then you plate. With start to start, you want to start boiling the pasta, task A, and start making the sauce, task B, at the same time. Both tasks begin together so that everything is ready at once. With finish to finish, you want the pasta, task A, and the bread in the oven, task B, to finish cooking at the same time. Both tasks must be completed together so the meal can be served hot and fresh. And with start to finish, let's say you've asked a friend to watch the oven, task B, while you're out, but their task of watching the oven can't end until you set a timer, task A, when you return. Their task finishes only once yours has started. This is a backwards kind of dependency that's less common. Dependencies matter a lot since higher ed projects often involve approval chains like curriculum or policy updates, shared resources, like IT staff or meeting rooms, and phased implementation, like rolling out a new advising platform. Not understanding your task dependencies can lead to bottlenecks and idle time, missed deadlines, and frustrated teams waiting on others to finish. To avoid these challenges, mapping dependencies helps you build realistic timelines, assign resources wisely, and avoid unproductive gaps. Here's a step-by-step method for mapping the dependencies in your project. First, list all of your project tasks. You want to start by breaking down your work into manageable chunks. Next, for each task, ask what must happen before this. This helps reveal predecessor tasks for each item. As a third step, try using visual tools to map your tasks. Try a flowchart, task list, or Gantt chart to illustrate relationships. Lastly, you can use your map to identify potential risks. Mark any dependencies that could be disrupted by delays, decision-making lags, or resource constraints. When you're mapping your project dependencies, there are some common pitfalls to avoid. First, don't ignore informal dependencies. These might not be on paper, but exist due to campus culture or workflow norms. Second, don't assume tasks can happen in parallel. You'll want to be cautious with overlapping work, especially when people or systems are shared. And lastly, be careful to keep your dependencies updated. As projects evolve, dependencies may shift, especially if scope or staffing changes. Let's imagine you're planning a campus-wide student orientation. Some key dependencies might be that you can't finalize the printed schedule until all the session leads confirm availability. This would be finish to start. Room bookings and catering orders may need to be submitted together. This would be finish to finish. And promo materials and registration setup might need to launch simultaneously. This would be start to start. Mapping these out helps you avoid last-minute scrambles and ensures nothing falls through the cracks. Dependency mapping may seem like a behind-the-scenes task, but it plays a really important role in project success. The better you understand how your tasks connect, the smoother your project will run, especially in the complex environment of higher education. I'd love to hear about a time when mapping or missing a dependency made a difference in one of your projects. You can share your experiences in the comments below. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more practical project management tools designed specifically for higher ed professionals. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.